During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk a little about weed control in shelter belts.
Well, here we are, right along a shelter belt, Brian, and we think about so often that I don't want to hurt any of the trees, so when is the opportune time during the year to get some weed control work done?
Well, it's probably right now. Depends on where you're at in the country, but the thing that you want to do is wait until a lot of the leaves have dropped off the trees. Now, if you've got an evergreen, well, the leaves are never dropping off, so it's a little bit more concerning. But with the deciduous trees, yes, if the leaves drop off, now you're much safer to spray around that. And then usually we start talking about products like 2,4-D.
Yeah, in early spring or late fall, if we're putting 2,4-D out there, we got to keep in mind it works better when it's warmer. So when it's a little bit cooler, we're going to have to be fussy about what we do with the rate and what our expectations are. Getting great control can help you though too. So you don't want to spray it on the tree. So just try and do a good job keeping it in between the trees and down on the lower canopy, and you're going to do a nice job.
Yeah, but here's the big thing. We want to make sure you're using the full labeled rate. What you're trying to accomplish here is not just killing the weeds that are there, because let's face it, when it's late in the fall or very early in the spring, there aren't nearly as many weeds as there are midsummer, right? So you want to leave as much residual as you can. Granted, 2,4-D doesn't have lots of residual, but it definitely has some.
One of my big concerns in the shelter belts is the biennials, Brian, and that's what I'm trying to get. If we can knock them out in the rosette stage right now before they bolt next spring, we've done a really good job.
Yeah, but then you talk about perennials. How are you going to do that? Are you really going to kill all those thistles permanently? Probably not. That's why we suggest spraying late in the fall. You spray again early in the spring. A lot of the products that are great on these perennial weeds, let's think about Tordon or Milestone. Well, that'll kill a lot of trees. So you usually can't use Tordon and Milestone out in shelter belts. And then the other product is Roundup. Now, if you want to kill everything, grass and all, then Roundup is a good way to go to kill those perennials. But if you're trying to save the grass and only kill the thistles, then we would tell you just do multiple shots of 2,4-D over a period of time. You keep the thistles at least suppressed.
Well, I like the grass, especially in established tree belts, because now you've got something to hold the weeds down.
Right.
So don't forget, now's the time of year to get fertilizer out there too, to make sure you have good, thick grass growth. And also, if you want to feed the trees a little bit too, getting some more fertilizer down in the soil is a good way to do that.
Shelter belts need a ridiculous amount of potassium. You want to get your base saturation K levels up to 8%, maybe even a hair more than that. So in some cases, really heavy soil, you might need 1,000 parts per million of potassium. I'm dead serious. And that will make your shelter belt that much more healthy.
Well, it is tricky when you've got desirable trees out there that you don't want to hurt. That's why we talk about this in the late fall or very early spring to get your weeds under control.
Well, one of the weeds you may be trying to control out in your shelter belt is our Weed of the Week. Can you identify this week's weed?